UFC 320 Countdown, full episode. The stage is set for UFC 320, and the countdown has officially begun. Fight fans all over the world are preparing for a night filled with intensity, drama, and unforgettable action. This episode takes us inside the lives, minds, and training camps of the warriors who will step into the octagon on fight night. The cameras capture every detail, from the sweat-drenched gyms to the quiet moments of reflection that fighters keep to themselves. This is not just about fights, it's about journeys, sacrifices, and the pursuit of greatness under the brightest lights in mixed martial arts. At the top of the card stands a main event that has the MMA world buzzing. Two fighters, both at the peak of their physical and mental prime, will meet in a clash of styles that promises fireworks. The countdown episode reminds us why anticipation has reached fever pitch. The challenger has been carving his way through the division with ruthless efficiency. He carries momentum, confidence, and hunger. He knows this is the moment he's been working toward for years, and he plans to seize it. The champion, however, is no stranger to pressure. He has already stood at the top of the mountain, defended his belt against the very best, and silenced doubters time and again. To him, this fight is about legacy, about proving that he is not just a champion, but the champion. Training camps for both men reveal contrasting philosophies. One fighter emphasizes speed, precision, and tactical brilliance. The other focuses on raw power, grinding cardio sessions, and relentless sparring. Different paths, but both aimed at the same destination, victory inside the cage. Their coaches echo the sentiments of battle. Every word from the corner carries weight, every drill is done with the intensity of a real fight. The countdown shows that behind every great fighter stands a team pushing, motivating, and preparing for war. But UFC 320 isn't only about the main event. The co-main event adds more intrigue, featuring a clash between two veterans who know this could be their last chance to make a run toward title contention. Both are seasoned warriors, and neither plans to walk away quietly. The build-up highlights the emotional stakes. These aren't just fights, these are life-defining moments. One victory could resurrect a career, while one loss might mark the beginning of the end. Further down the card, rising prospects look to announce themselves to the world. The countdown captures their hunger, their belief that they can become the next face of the sport. For them, UFC 320 is the opportunity of a lifetime. The episode dives into backstories, fighters who grew up with nothing, who overcame adversity, who turned struggle into strength. Each tale reminds viewers that behind the gloves and the lights are human beings chasing impossible dreams. We see families who sacrifice as much as the fighters themselves. Spouses who endure the long hours, children who wait for a parent to return home, and parents who continue to believe in their child's potential. UFC 320 Countdown makes it clear, fighting is never a solo journey. The pressure is palpable. The fighters carry not only their own hopes but the weight of expectations from fans, countries, and entire communities that support them. A single night could change their lives forever. We watch as nutritionists tailor strict meal plans, strength coaches push fighters past their limits, and mental coaches sharpen their focus. Every element is crafted for peak performance on fight night. The episode doesn't shy away from showing the grind, the injuries, the exhaustion, the doubts that creep in during the darkest hours of preparation. But it also shows resilience, the ability to rise each day and continue the battle before the real battle. Trash talk plays its part, too. Words exchanged outside the cage ignite emotions, adding fuel to the fire. But when the cage door shuts, words no longer matter. Only fists, skill, and heart remain. As the countdown progresses, intensity builds. Training sessions become sharper, weight cuts more grueling, and the fighters' focus narrows until nothing else exists but the fight itself. The narrative builds to fight week. The moment when all the months of preparation turn into reality. The weigh-ins, the face-offs, the final stare-down, all of it carries electricity. The tension is so thick that it practically leaps off the screen. The champion enters with an aura of dominance. His eyes show calm confidence, the look of a man who has been here before. He believes experience and composure will guide him through. The challenger arrives with ferocity, a man ready to take what he believes is rightfully his. His eyes burn with hunger, a fire that cannot be extinguished. Fight fans around the globe tune in, knowing that UFC 320 is not just another card, it is a chapter in the history of the sport. These fighters are not merely competing, they are writing legacies. The countdown highlights the stakes. Titles are on the line, careers are on the line, reputations are on the line. The octagon will be the final judge, jury, and executioner. Every fighter knows that one mistake could cost them everything, but one shining moment could immortalize them forever. That's the beauty and cruelty of mixed martial arts. The soundtrack of the episode intensifies, mirroring the heartbeat of the fighters. Each punch on the heavy bag, each grappling exchange, each sprint tells the story of preparation for war. The main event fighters watch old tape, study tendencies, and visualize outcomes. Each man sees himself with his hand raised, the belt wrapped around his waist. But only one vision can become reality. The co-main event fighters, grizzled and battle-tested, know that their time is limited. They train with desperation, understanding that every fight could be their last dance in the spotlight. Young contenders watch from the shadows, ready to steal the show. They dream of delivering highlight reel knockouts, of shocking the world, of leaving fight night as household names. The countdown takes us into locker rooms where the final moments before battle unfold. Quiet stretches, deep breaths, last words from coaches, and the long walk toward the octagon. The lights dim, the crowd roars, the walkout music hits, and everything else in the world disappears. For the champion, this is another defense, another opportunity to etch his name into the sport's history. For the challenger, this is destiny, the culmination of years of sacrifice, pain, and perseverance. The co-main event fighters approach the cage knowing that victory could extend their careers, while defeat could close the chapter for good. Every fighter backstage knows that UFC 320 will be remembered. Some will rise as heroes, others will leave broken, but all will give everything they have. The countdown concludes with one simple truth: this is the fight game. Nothing is guaranteed, nothing is promised, and nothing is left behind. When the octagon door closes, there is nowhere to hide. Only courage, skill, and determination remain. UFC 320 is not just another night of fights, it is a collision of wills, a showcase of the human spirit, and a reminder of why the world watches this sport with unrelenting passion. This is UFC 320. This is the countdown. This is where legends are made.